All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Drake Ray, for those of you who don't know me. It's truly a beautiful morning. I'm pretty sure I would be saying that if I had an umbrella and it was pouring right now, but, you know, graduation, so. I never thought I would say this, but I want to thank the class of 2018 for allowing me to give a speech. There's a lot to be said about these amazing people, more than I can or have time to express. As a class, we have worked extremely very hard for a very, very long time. I don't speak for everyone in the class of 2018, but I think that we can all agree that life at the Vanguard School is not always easy. I personally wouldn't have been able to make it through this difficult, awkward, and truly painful years of elementary school, junior high, speaking of awkward, and high school without the members of the class of 2018. The ladies and gentlemen seated up behind me are some of the strangest, quirkiest, and most amazing people I've ever met. They have made a huge impact on my life, their families' lives, and the Vanguard School as a whole. Now I feel that it is my obligation and duty to embarrass some of them with stories that you might enjoy. One of my favorite stories is about the worst day of my school career. This day has haunted me for years, and it still visits me in nightmares. This was the day that I pulled my first card. In the first grade, Fletcher Erskine sat in the desk next to me, and one day we started talking about all the teeth we had lost and how much money we were going to make from the tooth fairy. When Mrs. Lynch made us pull a card, I instantly started crying and naturally blamed it all on Fletcher. I am grateful that I pulled that card, though, because it helped me make one of the best friends I've ever had. Once a particular young lady, who, as a young elementary student, may or may not have etched her crush's name into the leather seats of her parents' car. She also may or may not be the principal's daughter. Yeah, you'll have to ask her whose name it was. Probably the best story, the strangest story that I have ever seen was when Joaquin showed up to economics class. He pulled a Tupperware container out of his pocket, which had a moist paper towel in it and a snail. No explanation or anything. He showed up, put it on his desk, put the snail on his desk, and Miss Newkirk didn't even say anything. At the end of class, he put it back in the container, put it back in his pocket, and off he went the rest of his day. We've all been in a presentation or audition or capstone speech where we have been supported by the boisterous laughter of Miss Gray. Yeah, there it is. I was counting on that one. Somehow that laugh is a way of making all the nervousness go away. Thank goodness. We have endured Schwab telling us to copy the quotation in the homework day after day. We've made it through the hardest classes Vanguard has to offer. Cough, cough, chemistry, European history, sophomore English, cough. Okay. Through the thick and thin, the hard times and the good times, we found mentors and friends among the teachers. We have developed relationships that will last forever, and I want to thank them personally for that. Most of you can probably remember how exciting it was on field day when the fire truck showed up and blasted us all until we were drenched. We can all remember the Knowledge Bowls. Yeah, I didn't win a single one of those. Yeah. Think back to pizza days and on Fridays and the one day a week that we were allowed to use microwaves. Yeah, those were the best lunches ever. We've gone to space with the Challenger mission together. We've learned poem after poem about purple cows charging into the valley of death with an albatross draped around their neck, of Paul Revere while the raven shouts nevermore. We've learned that Swanacane is truly iconic and that Cloudus functions, and I quote, on a higher frequency than you peasants. We all know of Gabe's Wakanda Forever, and Trey has never let us forget that he is, in fact, very tall. Yeah. Laser tag and throwing streamers up and down the hallways has truly brought us together this year. We have struggled through the capstone process and came out closer than ever. We've had ups and downs as a class, just like any family does. I could share stories of each of you individually, but I don't think you would appreciate that, and the sooner I finish my speech, the sooner you get your diplomas. So, I really like rhymes, so I figured I would write a little poem or a rap, as it may be. After years of waking at the earliest dawn, going to each class with a sigh and yawn, as of today, we're officially gone. To those students still in school, rise up, take our place, but good luck matching up to our wisdom and grace. In all reality, you'll be just fine. Make the school year your own, as I've made it mine. Do your best work, show this school what you've got. We will miss you a ton and we love you a lot. To the teachers, you've pushed us to be our best. Now your work is done. We have to take care of the rest. You've helped us become who we are today. The time has finally come. It's finally May. And now is the time that we have to say, goodbye for now. We will be okay. Parents and friends, we love you with all of our souls. You've seen us in our highest places and our deepest holes. You will always be there to help us reach our goals. Class of 2018, I'm almost done, so don't fret or frown. We're looking pretty good, even in cap and gown. We're almost done, you guys. It's been pretty wild. You all have helped me learn and grow, and have been there since I was a child. Make the most of this new beginning. Go forward, always smiling and grinning. I know for a fact that you will all be winning. It has been a long time coming for a lot of us to graduate, and it's good to remember the simple, silly things that have actually made this journey worthwhile. But I have a gift for all the graduates, so look under your chairs. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. My gift to you is some unsolicited words of advice that I have received from you in the past 13 years. Love yourself and do not let others tell you what you should and should not be. Move forward with kindness and love, and your lives will be full of joy and peace. Find the silver linings in bad situations and make the most of what you are given. Work hard for what you want. Live with gusto. I've watched all of you grow up into the people that you are now. This class is made up of poets, singers, athletes, artists, scholars, performers, and most importantly, great people that I am proud to have called my family. So now go into the world with your heads up, your hearts open, and your snails tucked away in your pockets. I know that each of you are capable of truly amazing things. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the class of 2018.